Oh, it is a V-nickel. Sweet. Oh, 1894, baby. Well, hello friends. I'm back here at the 4-H camp. I'm going to take another stab at it today. It's Sunday, November 4th, and I wanted to get here early in the morning, but I was not feeling well this morning at all. You know, days where you get up, you just feel off. You feel like you don't have any energy, you just feel wiped out. That's how I feel, kind of wiped out. So, yeah, anyway, that's where we are, a little wiped out. But I'm going to give it my best stab. We're going to hike back up to that bonfire area that we were at during the last episode. And that, I think, is where that's where we're going to spend this whole episode. I'm not going to go anywhere else. I'm just too tired for too much hiking. Just going to hike to that one spot, and then I'm just going to take my time there. And, you know, that's pretty much the area where we found that silver Washington. It's not far from the area where we found the war nickel a couple episodes ago. So, I think it stands to reason that given that sample, we'll probably pick up a couple more silver coins today. No guarantee. We'll certainly we're going to pick up a lot of LARPer stuff. That seems to be an area that they've trafficked heavily. I'm just going to take my time. A lot less wind today, thank heavens. Whew. Last time was crazy. Anyway. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so here's a little progress update. I started here at the edge of this rock wall, and I've gotten that far in about, I don't know, half an hour. There's just been tons and tons of targets along here. Here's what I found so far. We got some clad here. We got a couple modern pennies. There's a Canadian penny. Plexiglass, nails, bottle caps, pull tab, this long red thing. I think it's metal. I'm not sure what it is. And then LARP tokens. The LARPers are very active here, as I had suspected. There's a bunch of those William tokens, the ones with the sailboat on them. And one of the Scylla and Charybdis, it was in the same hole with the William tokens, might be part of the same LARPer group. They're both ocean themed, right? And here's one of those Queen's ounces. And then this is a new one we haven't seen before. It just says 1 on it. It's made of aluminum. It's not like the other ones, so it's shiny and light, and it's got a maple leaf on the back. Now, I did some research on one of the LARPer groups that rents out this location. And according to their rule book, players start with 10 leaf. It's the name of their currency. I wonder if that's one of their tokens. I know multiple different LARPer groups use the location, so there is that. What else? There was one other little discovery. Where is he? He's not here now. I thought I saw him just a moment ago. When I got up here to the top of this little rise, right over there on that wooden banister, there were 2 Juncos waiting for me. And I haven't seen Juncos for a few months. Chances are neither of you if you live in the Northeast, because Juncos are winter birds. Winter's coming, my friends. So yeah, I've gone maybe, what is that, 20 feet, and I've recovered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LARPer tokens, 3 coins, and then a bunch of junk targets. There's a lot of nails in here. There's a lot of nails in here. And there used to be something there. That's why the ground's all dead. There's even more nails in there. So I think there was some construction here that's been torn down and ripped up and torn down over the years. There seems to be like a big pile of scrap lumber in that box behind the stage there. So I'm willing to bet there's a lot of nails through here. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. I would like, my plan was to just go around the outside of this and then turn around and come back and just sort of do a concentric circles, you know, and just do that until I run out of time and just pick up whatever I pick up. Whew. Okay. Well, it took about an hour to get from where I last did my update, which was over there, starting detecting right here, to get to the end of the cement wall, rock wall. And I didn't come out very far from the wall. I only came out maybe about that far, maybe 2.5 feet. I was trying to stay nice and close to it. This row of this bunch of targets wasn't as interesting as the ones down there, but still are some curious items. We got some clad, 2 dimes, 4 pennies. A bit of a nail there. Various little doodads. We got, well, a lot of that is junk. This is interesting. This is part of some button that says press to reset on it. That's a link in some sort of aluminum chain, probably from a costume. That's a stud, probably from a costume. The weirdest item is this thing. That is just a big, fat, roughly square or rectangular slab of metal. It's obviously, you know, a leaving cut off of something. Not sure what. One big butt chunk of metal. So, we got a big bad chunk of metal. What the heck am I going to do with that? I don't know. There's not even any point in tumbling it. There's no writing on it. I don't know. It was probably raw material that was being cut and used for, I don't know, something underneath the stones here, maybe. Who knows? Just a little scrap got left behind. Heavy sucker. Solid iron. Crazy. Anyway, it's getting dark. We had daylight savings last night, so it would ordinarily be 5 o'clock right now. The phone says it's only 4, so I probably have 45 minutes of light left. Sun's going down back there. I don't know if that's enough time to get around this other side of the rock wall here, but I'm going to do it. I'll try to do it. And that's probably going to be it. Just this one little circle around. Not even going to have time to come back. I got too late to start because I wasn't feeling well. I'm feeling a little bit better now that I'm out and moving around. But, you know, some days. Anyway, we're all allowed to have a down day every now and again. So, today's a down day. That's all right. There'll be an up day in the future. Oh, daylight savings. 4:30 my foot. It's getting dark. Okay, I made it all the way to the end of the wall and then came back. Stepped out a few feet and came back. And that's, unfortunately, I think as far as I'm going to get. It's too bad, but that's the way it is. The ground along here is a little weird. They're having some drainage issues here. This is what happens when you take down trees, man. You get drainage problems. As you can see, the sod is kind of pushing up against the wall. It's actually sliding down the hill. And against the wall there, it's getting all folded up and bunched up. So that's all spongy, crazy spongy soil. It's real kind of a mess. But it's just because there's so much water running off down here. There aren't trees holding the ground together anymore. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you take the forest down. Anyway, here's what came out of that little hemicircle or semicircle, whatever you want to call it. A bunch of pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pennies. One of them is a weedy. 1 LARP token. And then some more junk. So, let me, I guess we better do the wrap up here, because by the time I get back to my car, it's going to be dark. So, let me just gather this all together on one spot, and we'll do the final wrap up. Okay. All right, so here's the final tally for this little, geez, 1.5 ways around this circle. I should have come here earlier. Just wasn't up to it. Okay. So we have the big metal chunk, the little chain link or costume link, the head of a rivet. You didn't see me find that. I found that on the way up here. A little stud from someone's clothing, and the press to reset button circle thing. Then we got a bunch of LARPer tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Total of 9 plus one we haven't seen before. So that'll be a new one. Get some pictures of that one. 3 dimes. 18 pennies. A lot of pennies. And a Canadian penny. And then, yeah, just some junk. So, there you go. I'm sorry I didn't have more today. This probably won't be a whole episode. I'll sandwich this with another episode. Alright, there we go. That was it. Sorry it was a down day, but I will see you on the next hunt. Hey there. Well, I'm on my way back to the Bonfire area. I went to pick up from where I left off. It's now, 5, 6, 7 days after the last video you saw. We had a lot of intervening rain, a lot of busy days at work, and of course we set the clocks back, so now we're forward, so now it's getting, I can't remember which way we set the clocks, but it's getting dark real early now, and by the time work knocks off, it's too dark to go out hunting. Today is Friday, and I had bad insomnia last night. I ended up working all night. I worked from like 9 to 5 on Thursday, and then from like 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. today, so, or 8 p.m. last night to 6 a.m. today, so that's like 2 days worth of work. So I just sent the office an email and said, yeah, I'm not going to come in today, and gave them a status, told them what I had finished, and now I'm out here on Friday. I'm feeling very tired, but I wanted to get out, do a little hunting, because it is supposed to rain again, if you can believe that. Anyway, we're back in the land of the wild LARPer, and I haven't gotten to the bonfire yet, because of course I swing on my way up, and I've just been picking up a lot of clad, 1 bullet, and I did get a wonderful signal here, which I thought was going to be a surface penny. I did flip it over already and look at it, and then pat it back down, because I wanted you to see it. I think it's another piece of modern LARPer gear, a piece of a costume. Here, have a look. It's kind of cool. Right here, I was given a solid 81. 81 is what we expect for a copper penny or a dime, and so I just went in here and went flip, and there you go. That's pretty, huh? My guess is this was worn by a LARPer playing a priest or a cleric or something like that. It appears to have been, this looks like it's a piece of leather, and this has been punched through it. There probably was a snap on the other side. That's probably still attached to the LARPer's coat. Isn't that pretty? That won't be anything precious, of course, but it's very neat. I find a lot of cool things here. No value, but the stuff you find here is very cool. I've never had a location like this where I dug up so much fantasy stuff. I mean, I've dug LARPer coins before, but never in these quantities. So yeah, it looks like the leather can peel back. There might be a maker's mark under there. I'll clean it up when I get back home, but this is a neat find. Very cool. Oh, and now the wind picks up. Well, just making my way back to that spot where we left off so we could pick up doing our circuit around this bonfire. Got a high tone, looked down, and there it was, staring back up at me. This is on top of the grass. It therefore had to have been dropped by the last group of LARPers that were here, probably in the last week or two. And it's one I haven't seen before. It's a big one. Have a look. Fancy dancy, huh? Alright, let's pull it out of there. It's very thin. I don't know if it's supposed to be a coin. Let's see. Got a ship on it. That's cool. I can't read that. Maybe you can. I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to be runic or something. It looks like DW. I don't know. NAD. I see Rex in there for king. Let's turn this a little bit more. Yeah. Well, it's very cool. A little boat that looks like a guy on it holding a shield. And on the back, this fancy flower. Menium. Something Menium. That might be Latin or something. I'll have to look into it later. Very, very thin. And it's obviously a faux coin. But a big coin. That one may not even fit in the coin tube that I carry around. Huh. Well, that's pretty neat. Right on top. Oh, I love it when that happens. But here's the funny thing. This coin is big, as you can see, and shiny. I've walked over this area dozens of times, haven't spotted it until now. Yeah? So, man. You'd think that a coin like that would be too easy. Someone would pick it up. That's why we find large coins dropped. Oh, and we have some visitors. It looks like the turkeys are back. I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to try zooming in. See them? Right there. There they are. Just wandering through. There's a lot of bird poop around here. Big bird poops. You got to watch where you kneel and where you step. I think it's them. I think it's those little turkeys, those gobblers. Hey, you little crappers. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, I just stepped away from that giant LARP coin. The very next target I got was a 90 at 5 inches maybe, 4 or 5 inches. 90 is where you find your silver half dollars. I really don't think that's what it is. It's probably going to be a piece of junk, but just in case, I figured I better live dig. I've already gone around and edged out the plug. I haven't flipped it up yet. So, chances are you're never going to see this. It's almost certainly a piece of junk, but let's see what we got here. All right, here's the plug. It's all edged out. That was a pretty loud and proud 90, so I'm thinking probably just a piece of aluminum. Ah, whew. Okay. Oh, sorry. God, I gotta get used to doing that. Look through the camera. Okay. Now, it shouldn't be in the plug. Let's hope it's not. Now, it is. Still ringing up 92. So it's got to be super shallow. Seems very unlikely then it would be a silver half, but you never know. It's right there, whatever it is. Let's see if we can... Oh my God! That's silver. This isn't possible. It's too shallow. That can't be. That can't be. It's a walker. Sweet. This is another walking Liberty half out of this place. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I already rubbed it a little bit with my thumb. We better not rub it. We gotta clean it properly. Now, the Hoover boys use something they call foo-foo juice. It's just a spray bottle with water. Quarter hoarder uses quarter hoarder water. It's a spray bottle with water. So Chuck Chuck and Dirt is going to use Chuck and Squirt. And let's see if we can spray the nastiness off this coin without rubbing it. That's a gorgeous coin, huh? Wow. That looks really pretty. Flip it over. Oh gosh. That's gorgeous. That softens the dirt up and blows it right off. Here we are. Look at that. Oh my God. That's unbelievable. That is the second Walking Liberty half that I've dug out of this location. It is my third Walking Liberty half of the year and of all time. This has been my first year that I've dug one of these. Whew. And it's beautiful. A little tarnished, but I don't care. Now a 90 at 4 inches. 4 inches is awfully shallow. Awfully easy to say that's probably a piece of aluminum. God, you've got to dig it. You've got to dig it all. Wow. Another silver lady. I'm stoked now. Oh, sweet. Unbelievable. Well, something kind of a little bit funny. I got a coin spill. It's a LARPer coin spill. It's all LARPer coins, and it's a lot of them. Have a look. Those all came out of basically one little area. I mean, like one was over there, and a couple of them were in here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 LARPer coins. We got 2 100s, 4 10s, 3 1s, all the same varieties. We've seen these ones before, but holy smokes, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of them to come out of one hole. Wow. I guess when you're LARPing, you drop coins just like regular people drop coins. They're everywhere here, man. They are everywhere. It's crazy. 9 LARPer coins. Oh, I've started a little project. My wife gave me a little treasure chest, a little wooden treasure chest, and I'm filling it with LARPer coins. So I'll keep you updated on my progress. Maybe at the end of each one of these videos I'll include a picture of the treasure chest showing how much is in it, you know. Nutty. Okay, let's get back to it. Well, I finally made it back to the spot where I left off a week ago. A lot of crazy finds along the way just trying to get up here. So, as you recall, last week I started over here at the end of the wall, and I came along close to the edge here, and I worked my way along the edge of this wall, and then around that side, and then I stepped out a few feet and came back, and got about to here, and then had to quit right back here because it was getting too late. So I've decided to pick up from here, and as you can see, I got that far, and I've got a signal there. I'm pretty sure there's another LARP coin, so I'll just dig that. But I just wanted to show you what we found on the way out here. And it's pretty insane. That beautiful Walking Liberty. We got 3/4 clad, 3 clad nickels, 6 clad pennies, a little tiny bullet, and then an array of LARP coins. That big one with the boat, 3 100s, 4 10s, 5 1s, one of the dragon themed ones, got a dragon on it, says 1 copper, and then one of the Asian ones covered with Asian characters. And that was just trying to get to here. Now I'm here and I can get started. So anyway, that's what we found on the way to the spot where we wanted to detect. Now we can start detecting. I'm already tuckered out. All that digging. Alright, well, we'll keep going. I'm still loopy over that silver half. I can't believe that turned up here. This is mildly interesting. Not super interesting. I just had a coin spill here. 3 modern quarters. They're all stacked together in the hole. First time I went over it, I got a nice high 91. I started to flip, but then as I went back over it, I got inconsistent signals. So I knew it was probably multiple coins or a crumpled up piece of aluminum or something wacky. It was 3 quarters packed together, but it's kind of interesting what happens to coins when they get packed together and they stay in the ground for a long time. Have a look. So the quarter that's on this end, this side is all black. But if I flip it over, the other side's shiny. So wherever the coins were pressed together, they've retained their original shine. So this one's shiny on part of its face, see? This one's shiny on this face, but dark on the other side. That's weird. So if you ever get a coin at the bank or at the store, and it looks like it's got a circular, curve on it, where one side is shiny and the other side is dark, it's because it was buried and it was packed against another coin. That's what happened there. Happens a lot, and it can fool you. I mean, the first thing you see that shininess, you say, oh, silver! No, not in this case. Not when there's coins packed together like this. It's funny, sometimes you can find like 2 quarters with a dime packed between them, and the dime looks gorgeous, like the day it was dropped, because the quarters have protected it. It's weird, but something that happens. Anyway, 75 cents is 75 cents. I'll take it. All right, let's keep at it. Getting a kind of a messy signal here, and when I was trying to judge what it might be, I had a sudden realization. See if you have the same realization. Alright, here we go. A little messy. 71, 74. Sounds like it, it's very, very shallow. It says 2 inches there. Doesn't sound clean like a coin, though. And it picks up at some distance from the ground, so it's got to be larger than a coin. And then I was just looking there, and I was like, oh, there it is. Do you see it? Look at that. It would appear to be an earring. Yeah, it's an earring. Shaped like a big key. Now this is like the 4th key-themed piece of jewelry that I have found, so that must be very popular with the LARPer kids. They must really love these keys. But that's a pretty one. I don't think it's made of anything precious. Not the way it looks, not the way it was ringing up. But it's a nice one. That's very neat. Right on the surface. You know what it is I think it's the dull, it sort of has a dull color to it. It's not shiny. And so it sort of just blends in with the brown thatch, which is just under the grass. But I didn't see it at all. I heard the signal and I was trying to suss out what it was, and then all of a sudden I spotted it peeking up at me through the holes in the coil. Okay then. Well, this is pretty. Just popped right out of the ground. So shallow I was able to probe it out, but it's kind of fragile, and that centerpiece, which I think is just plastic, popped out of the frame, so it's not actually attached anymore. But I think clean it up, a little super glue, you can repair it. It's got a, yeah, see, looks like it's been glued once already. That looks like glue. On the back you can see there's the pin, pin's still intact. This is obviously just a piece of costume jewelry, but something that probably worn by the LARPers. So, pretty neat. And I am loving it here. I am loving digging all this crazy stuff. It's really fun. You don't know what's going to come up. It's all different, you know. Different is good. Change is a good thing. Alright. Alright, let's keep it going. Still haven't made it to the end of the wall. Getting close, though. Well, I reached the end of the wall. And I was going to just show you what I found before I started circling back. And for some reason, I just said, let me shoot out a little bit, you know, in this direction and just see what happens. And I didn't get too far, maybe 10 feet away. A lot of junk signals, a lot of pull tabs. And then here, I just suddenly had a lot of signals. A lot of, you know, shallow, loud, clear signals. And then I looked down and I was like, oh, yeah, of course I do. Have a look. That's a LARP coin. That's a LARP coin. That's a LARP coin. That's another LARP coin. There's another LARP coin. These are all of the variety that have the little sailboat on them. They have the saying in Spanish. They have the name William on the front. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right on the surface. They're very pretty. They're going to look nice in my little LARP chest. Well, before we wander over there, let's just see if there's any more here, because that's crazy. Right on the surface like that? Let's see. Is that all of them? Oh. Well, then there should be one here. It's got to be on the surface like the other ones. Do you see it? Oh, I see it. There it is. There it is. William. Cada hombre debe obedecer. Means all men must obey. Alright, we will put that with the other ones. And more. Alright, well let's, since we reached the end of the wall, let's go see what we found on the last semicircle. Whew. Well, in addition to these 6 William tokens, we found another 100, 3 more 10s, another 1. We found one of these fancier, shiny 1-leaf tokens, the ones that are aluminum. Then we found a couple pieces of jewelry. They look nice. Just faux jewelry. That green, beautiful green patina penny is unfortunately just a copper memorial. And $1.25 in quarters, which is of course added to our other finds, which are at that end of the wall. Whew, it's crazy. I am having a problem though, something I told you about, with this guy. Nothing wrong with him, but his battery is practically dead. And when the battery is dead, it'll only work for a little while and then it'll start giving you this warning tone. See if we can get it to happen. There it goes. Do you hear it? Hear that? Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. No battery, or low battery. So I'm trying to keep it shut off as long as possible to preserve the charge, to try to baby it along, get a little bit more life out of it, because if I have to walk all the way back down to the car, I'll be too tired to come back up here. So, and I have been here for a while now. I am getting tired and hungry, but I kind of want to push on a little bit more. That silver half, that really energizes you. When you dig one of those, you want to find another one. So, but there may not be another one today, and I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to try. Okay, so we've covered right here next to the hemisphere, the circle, all the way around, and then we've come back out here, you know, about 3 or 4 feet from the edge of the circle. Okay, right along there, where the grass is a little browny. So now the next thing to do would be to step out another couple of feet and go back around the circle about that far out. And that'll be a longer journey, of course. And if I can get all the way around the other side without my pinpointer completely croaking from no battery power, then that will be the end of today's hunt. And I will be back here tomorrow, probably. Hoping to get in a nice hunt this weekend, but it's going to start raining soon too, so. Alright, back at it. Let's get her done. Well, I guess we're done. The Pro Pointer's battery is toast. I've got to put a fresh battery in. And, unfortunately, the battery pack in that thing is also toast. I didn't charge it last night. And I only had 2 bars when I got here. It still lasted a good long time. I mean, I've been here for maybe 4 hours or so. So, we only got this far. There is a signal here somewhere, but the detector keeps quitting. The pinpointer keeps quitting. And by the time I walk down to the car, I won't have the strength to come back up here. I'll be too tired. I gotta eat. I haven't eaten at all today, so it's okay. There's this weekend. Definitely be coming back here. And maybe another location. I gotta touch base with somebody. The location's been too swampy. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I don't know if it's going to be any better, but maybe another location. We'll see. Alright. Well, here's what we picked up on this last sweep around. We got a couple more LARP coins. We got another Queen's Ounce. That's our first one of those today. Another 10 unit. And then a quarter, a penny, and our very first dime of the day. And this quarter is a heartbreaker. This is one of those kick in the pants quarters. It is a 1965. And of course, you know the last year that the United States made silver quarters was 1964. So this quarter is just 1 year too late to be silver. Thanks a lot, quarter. You couldn't have been 1 year younger? Thanks. That's very nice. It's in pretty good shape. Not that it matters. It's just going to go back to the bank. So, we can take this and we can put it with our other stuff. Just do the wrap up now. Let's see. There we go. Got quite a bit of stuff today. Let's see. Picked up one more quarter, one more 10, and the Queen's Ounce is a new one. So there you go. So there it is. Butt ton of LARPer tokens. Some LARPer jewelry, LARPer costume parts. That gorgeous 44 Walking Liberty. That was the find of the day, baby. 22 bullets. How many quarters are we talking about now? Looks like $1, $2, $2.25 in quarters. 3 nickels, a dime, and 9 pennies. No Wheaties. That's it. Crazy set of finds today. A lot of fun. I had a great time, even though I worked until 6 a.m. this morning. I worked all night and got maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I still had a blast. If the batteries had held out longer, I think I would have held out longer. I've still got a little charge left in my battery. So, but it's cool. It's gonna rain soon. It's gonna get dark soonish. Should get going. Beautiful day. Wonderful day hunting. I love getting out. With these hours, with the clocks being changed so that it's dark by the time I knock off work, by the end of the week, I'm really jonesing because I haven't gotten out all week. It makes me nuts, My wife said to me, why don't you just detect in the morning? Why don't you go out early before work and detect? And I was like, no. It's a lot harder to quit detecting and go to work than it is to quit work and go detecting. It's much nicer to be able to relax when I get home from detecting and, go through my finds and clean them up and sort them out and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, good finds today. I hope you enjoyed this hunt. Definitely think we have an episode now. So, Be that as it may, I will see you on the next hunt. Nice. Anyway, we're all allowed to have a down day from now. We're all allowed to have a down day now. Blooper reel. We're all allowed to have a down day every now and again.